Here's a live look at the downtown cam. There's some lightly blowing snow out there. The winter storm is making its way out of the Dakotas with better weather to come later on in the day. Good morning. Welcome to InforumTV. I'm Lori Lofsgaard in for Robin Humner today. Here's what's happening. Even though travel alerts are still remaining in effect for Fargo, Grand Forks, Valley City, and surrounding areas, the North Dakota Department of Transportation has lifted all no travel advisories in the state. The record-setting winter storm is now moving out of the Dakotas, leaving some freezing rain and as much as a foot of snow in several northern cities. The National Weather Service reports that Grand Forks received a record amount of snow for the date yesterday with 7 inches, and Minot not only got a good foot of snow, but also set a rainfall record along with Williston. The forecast calls for conditions to improve as the day goes on. Motorists are still being urged to use caution during their travels today. And the bad weather also brought bad travel yesterday and overnight with several accidents. A one-vehicle rollover crash injured 2 Fargo women last night on Interstate 29, about 45 miles south of Fargo. The vehicle went off the icy road into the median and rolled, coming to rest on its roof. The Richland County Sheriff's Office reported the 2 were taken by Hankinson Ambulance to St. Francis Healthcare Campus in Breckenridge, Minnesota, with non-life-threatening injuries. 3 vehicles and 2 semis slid off the road Monday night on I-94 between West Fargo and Mapleton. This semi slid through the median and ended up blocking both lanes of eastbound traffic. A Fargo fire truck was among one of the vehicles in a crash that happened on 25th Street and 3rd Avenue North in a crash Monday afternoon. A black SUV ended up lodged in the front of the fire truck. Both vehicles were damaged. There were no reports of any injuries. Heavy snowfall is making for difficult travel if you're heading to the Twin Cities. This was the scene Monday. Crashes and vehicles in the ditch slowed traffic to nearly a standstill as snowplows tried to clean up. The second wave of snow fell overnight, and some cities have declared snow emergencies. And with all the snowfall late in the winter season, should we be worrying about the possibility of another major flood in our area? At last night's city meeting, commissioners got an update on flood control measures, and right now there's a 73% chance of major flooding, which means the spring flood waters would reach about 30 feet, but only a 10% chance of hitting 37 feet. If the Red River Valley does reach the 30-foot mark, the city says it won't likely need to open up Sandbags Central. There are already 750,000 sandbags filled and ready for use. The bill being called the most substantial changes to state healthcare policy in 50 years has passed. The Minnesota House passed the Health Insurance Exchange Bill 72-58 Monday after a debate of more than 5 hours. The Healthcare Exchange establishes a new state board to oversee an online marketplace where people without insurance can shop and purchase private coverage. The goal is to cover 1.3 million Minnesotans, including 300,000 who don't currently have insurance. Now let's check in with Storm Tracker meteorologist Daryl Richardson for the latest in weather. Daryl?
Good morning, everyone. Snow ending fairly quickly this morning, especially in North Dakota, but lingering a bit longer in Minnesota. Then the wind will pick up just a little bit. Notice 20 miles per hour, Jamestown, Oaks, Langdon's near 20 elsewhere. Still pretty light in Minnesota. I don't think we're going to get a ferocious wind out of this, but we should get just enough for some ground drifting, especially this morning. And again, here's the snow loop from overnight last night. Here it runs again, and just a wraparound. Many of you picked up approximately an inch. Probably some spots picked up 2 overnight, and this would just wane during the course of the morning hours, and then the rest of the day just turning out to be a mostly cloudy day. But again, some lingering snow, especially in Minnesota this morning. High temperatures about what you're waking up to, so just steady temperatures today. North wind 15 to 25, and then that wind settling down a bit this afternoon. Tonight partly cloudy, therefore much colder. Single digits below, certainly possible in eastern North Dakota. Many of us just a little bit above 0 with a light north wind. Storm Tracker's 7-day forecast might be just a touch of snow in the air on Thursday, but it looks very, very light. And then we'll just have to see where a couple of storm systems track on Saturday and to Monday. But the rest of the working week, Tuesday through Friday, should be fairly quiet weather-wise. It's not expecting much on Thursday, but of course the roads are going to be a mess this morning from yesterday's snow. Have a great Tuesday. I'm Storm Tracker meteorologist Daryl Richardson.
Thanks, Daryl. Check out today's forum and read how a former church bookkeeper in Moorhead has been charged with stealing more than $600,000. And on WDAY 6 News, see how local communities are digging themselves out from the snowstorm. Thanks so much for joining us this hour on InforumTV News. We'll see you next time.